The 40K Empress leads the way as warriors of the imperium sway into realms where dangers play, where hidden minds hold sway. Through stars and storms we rise, under her watchful eyes. With faith and fire will prevail, for the imperium must not fail. For the imperium we prevail. Beneath the grand cathedral spires, plots twist like smoldering fires. But with her blade of pure desire, she claims the stars entire. Through stars and storms we rise, under her watchful eyes. With faith and fire will prevail, for the imperium must not fail. For the imperium we prevail. Through warp storms and battle cries, her banners pierce the darkened skies. With bolter hymns the traitor dies, as loyal warriors arise. Saints and psychers bend the flame, every world speaks her name. The Empress rules without shame, as war she does reclaim. Through stars and storms we rise, under her watchful eyes. With faith and fire will prevail, for the imperium must not fail. The imperium we prevail. The warriors march with sacred might, their purpose burning crystal bright, to lift the throne world from its plight and guard humanity's light. Of stars and dying flame, a red-haired queen of fire came. With eyes of blue that pierced the skies, she cast down gods, she shattered lies. In golden plate and crimson veil, she walks the void where tyrants pale. A sword like comets in her hand, and none but truth shall ever stand. She judges not with hate or pride, but sees all hearts, their truth inside. No whisper vile can twist the soul, while she still reigns and keeps us whole. She purges anathema's blight with holy flame and burning might. No chaos born, no alien kin shall ever breach her light again. The throne of gold, once dim now burns, as justice speaks and fate returns. The traitors scream, the liars cry, are drowned beneath her war-born sky. All hail the flame, the wrath, the light, the Empress born of endless fight. No sea, no breath, no traitor's creed shall make her children break or bleed. The wolf shall scream, the shadows run before the gaze of heaven's sun. So rise, O sons and daughters true. She watches all, she fights for you. Her blade shall fall, her will remain, till none but honor shall remain. The 40K Empress doesn't ride alone. Warriors of the Imperium followed her along. She is entering an uncharted home of mischief and hidden minds full grown. Schemes in shadows, whispers that roam, lurking beneath each gilded dome. But with blade and will carved from stone, she claims the stars as her throne. Through warpless storms and iron skies, her banners rise where silence lies. With bolter songs and power cries, they purge the void of the traitor's guide. Saints and psychers heed her flame, a golden light no foe can tame. Each system speaks her hallowed name. The Empress lives and wars reclaim. Her warriors march with faith and fire, their souls alight with one desire, to see the throne world lift still higher, freed from ruin, rot, and liar. She rides ahead with eyes aglow, where truth is buried deep below. And in her wake the brave shall go, to cleanse the dark with righteous woe. Stand before the storm that breaks the sky. The weight of worlds upon my shoulders falls. They look to me with hope I can't deny. Through fire and fear I hear their desperate calls. The burden's mine to bear, though I may fall. When everything is lost and hope grows thin, I find the strength that's burning deep within. I will rise above the chaos and the pain, break through the darkness, stand against the rain. No force can make me, no beat down. I am sure the light somehow I will rise above. The city crumbles underneath my feet, but in my heart the flame will never die. Each broken soul I vow to make complete. Though sacrifice may be the price I pay, I'll face tomorrow, come what may. When everything is lost and hope grows thin, I find the strength that's burning deep within. I will rise above They call me hero, but I'm just a man with bleeding hands and a breaking heart. But when the world needs saving, here I stand, ready to play my part. I will rise above the chaos and the pain, break through the darkness, stand against the rain. No force can take and make me bow. I am to show the light somehow. I will rise somehow. I will rise above the storm. I will rise above it all. I will rise above. The 40K Empress doesn't ride alone. Warriors of the Imperium followed her along. She is entering an uncharted home of mischief and hidden minds full grown. Schemes and shadows, whispers that roam, lurking beneath each gilded dome. But with blade and will carved from stone, she claims the stars as her throne. Through warpless storms and iron skies, her banners rise where silence lies. With bolter songs and power cries, they purge the void of the traitor's guide. Saints and psychers heed her flame, a golden light no foe can tame. Each system speaks her hallowed name. The Empress lives and wars reclaim. Her warriors march with faith and fire, their souls alight with one desire, to see the throne world lift still higher, freed from ruin, rot, and liar. She rides ahead with eyes aglow, where truth is buried deep below. And in her wake the brave shall go, to cleanse the dark with righteous woe.
In the ash of stars and dying flame, a red-haired queen of fire came. With eyes of blue that pierced the skies, she cast down gods, she shattered lies. In golden plate and crimson veil, she walks the void where tyrants fail. A sword like comets in her hand, and none for truth shall ever stand. Oh, hail the flame, the wrath, the light, the Empress born of endless fight. No sea, no bread, no traitor's creed shall make her children break or bleed. The warp shall scream, the shining before the gaze of heaven and sun. She judged not with hate or pride, but sees all hearts, their truth inside. No whisper vile can twist the soul, while she still reigns and keeps us whole. She purges anathema's light with holy flame and burning might. No chaos spawn, no alien kin shall ever breach her light again. The throne of gold, once dim, now burns, as justice speaks and fate returns. The traitors scream, the liars cry, are drowned beneath her war-born sky. All hail the flame, the wrath, the
God damn it, our cameras.
Done, dirty cam.
Yeah. Hi guys, welcome to the stream with me, the 40k Empress and Logan. Let me fix the camera and we're gonna be off. We're going to be reading and taking a look at and commenting on 2 articles because there's so many news, so we can't cover everything, but we're gonna cover whatever we can in this stream, and this is only the first episode, so we are just starting with this. Okay, so hi to everybody in the chat, Mr. YouTube, which
Hey, long
surprised
time no
me.
see us.
Yeah, that surprised me a lot that you're here. I'm so happy to see you. Finch, I can't find you on Discord. It says that you're not there, or the account doesn't exist, or something like that. I don't know what's happening. Dear Clayton, of course, Man of Culture, Joey. Oh wow, minimal effort.
Yay.
Hey, Thibaut, hi to you. Collective Karens, yeah, they collectively are Karens.
Karens, yeah.
Absolutely, yeah, that's the case. Yes, though. Oh, Revalkyrie, she's gonna be lurking. Thank you, I hope you feel a lot better. Okay, I think we are all caught up, and the people that are currently in the chat. Now, let me put things on the screen, guys. I'm gonna put the articles on the screen. First, the Collectiveshout. We're gonna start with that because I wanted to talk about these guys for quite a while. I just couldn't do it. There's many things that
These
prevented
guys
me.
that are old ladies or something.
Yes, basically. So we are going to start with that. I'm gonna fix the window, and we are starting. Just can't wait to talk about the crazy Karens of our modern world. Just couldn't believe even that exists, guys.
They were-
Honestly. I'm gonna put it on top. Okay. Here it is. I'm gonna of course put it behind us, not like that. So hold on. Up. Ah!
No,
um,
it's here.
it is here. Yeah, maybe I'm gonna crop it a little bit.
I'm gonna hold it, yeah.
Yeah, crop it. Yeah, like that.
Crop it real good.
Crop it.
Crop it.
Perfection. So we are starting now. Let's see if I know comments. Yeah, Collectiveshout is a hard topic to get into. Lots of parts and pieces to the story. Yeah, too many. So when I started when I started learning about it, it was already too late. There was 500 things after that. So we're just gonna talk about this and what I currently know about what was happening in the past few weeks, because this was just such a long developing story. Honestly, that's what happened.
Finch tells what happens with his Discord, yeah.
Oh, read my above comment. My Discord is disabled, logged in again. He has to recover. Everything was deleted and I was removed from all the services. Someone's screwing with me. I have no idea what's happening there, but I hope that this stops happening because it's absolutely annoying. And I'm sorry this is happening. But at least you're okay. And you reached out, so thank you so. Okay.
So let's see.
Let's see. For some reason, that's not the article. Okay, here is the article. Let me see if you see it. Here it is. Something happened to the page. Okay, now you see it. Now you see it.
Now
Okay.
you see it? Now you don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, Collectiveshout interviews Steam sexual violence game defenders are abusers in real life. Collectiveshout has responded to the global controversy about the removal of thousands of adult games from Steam and Visa and MasterCard's responsibility. So, first, guys, these people, for what I understand from Savvy and Hypnotic and just other people that are researching this, these women, they're crazy. And they come from Australia. And Australia is one of the most woke places, like most delusional places on earth right now, much to the horror of Australian people themselves. So this is pretty freaking bad already. And although they're coming from there, they want to affect the whole world. They think that they should have a say about which people, which games should be on Steam and which is too violent or not. Now, I do have something to say about that, but Logan, please keep me in check when it comes to things that I want to say, because I didn't want to say something about that. First time that I heard about this, it sounded a bit more grounded, but then when you start to dig into it, you're like, oh, they actually just want to control everything. This is not
Yeah.
about doing good of any kind, just nonsense. So, yeah. So TLDR, Collectiveshout's campaign led payment processors Visa and MasterCard to pursue Steam into removing adult games depicting sexual violence against women, highlighting ethical concerns over glorifying abuse. This shift enforces stricter content policies aiming to protect women from harmful media while sparking debate on censorship and platform responsibility, which is basically something that is, well, this is under false pretenses,
I
basically.
mean, what games do that actually?
I have no
I
idea.
have never seen games that do that. Jesus
I mean,
Christ.
even in GTA, when you slap someone, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
because this does not reflect the real life. This is nonsense, and it's about in the context of the gaming world, it is absolute shenanigans. It's not anything that translates to the real world, and this has been proven many years ago that, I mean, this is not our first rodeo in terms of people complaining about games being violent or
Yeah,
whatever,
yeah.
but it has been proven psychologically with science that games do not affect people in a violent way, and this does not transcend into the real world and how you would actually act as an adult in the real world. So even I would say when you killing things into the gaming world, you understand this and perceive this subconsciously and consciously as fun, but this does not mean that you actually find violence fun in real life. On the contrary, you do recognize that violence in the real world is extremely stressful, horrifying to whoever is witnessing it. If you're doing it, if it's done to you, this is stress, this is horror, and it's not pleasant. It is a negative thing. We all recognize that. It's natural for us to recognize that. So for someone to say that an entertainment platform, I mean medium or whatever you can call gaming, can somehow make us violent in the real world is absolute lunacy, and it is scientifically incorrect. I would say that. Do you want to say something before I continue reading the article?
Well, I mean, I really don't think that any media can make you do that. I mean, if you're crazy to try to do some of those things, that it means that you're crazy. Like, for example, we grew up watching wrestling.
Yes.
I have never tried to do some of the moves on any of my classmates or things like that. I mean, not just because they were saying this is just a show at the beginning and don't try this at home. We are professional athletes and stuff like that, but because you actually a smart person who knows that there is not the real thing. I mean, even if you shout and you don't know that they don't really fight, you know that it's not right.
Yeah.
I mean, if you can't realize that, then apparently something is wrong with you altogether.
Altogether,
It's
yeah.
not because of the media. I mean, I like Batman. That doesn't mean that I'm ready to put a batsuit now and start going, after a crime. Because we can't do it like that now. We can do it in other ways. So
Yeah.
I really don't think that it's because of the media or anything else.
Absolutely not. And minimal effort says this is absolutely where I find myself. I could see myself agreeing with some of their stances, but their approach is all wrong. Absolutely. I mean, agreeing with some of their stances by a matter of principle, some things should not be depicted in gaming. That's absolutely true.
Absolutely.
Some types of violence against women or children should never be depicted in gaming because this is entertainment. It's not supposed to be that horrifying. You can tell a story without getting into explicit imagery or whatever.
Exactly.
And it takes a lot of artistic creativity to show something that is not pleasant, but you show it in a way that is impactful but not explicit. This is key to good storytelling and also good filmmaking, because games are not a lot like films by this time.
I mean,
by this point.
you don't need to show a full blow-on orgy in your show to actually make a point. as we say. So yeah,
Peacemaker.
for example, Peacemaker, yes, or for example, because we recently watched that Red Sonja thingy.
Oh no, Red Sonja.
Yeah.
Don't start with
That
Red
doesn't
Sonja.
exist.
No,
But
no,
my
no.
point is that now in the old one, in the original, they implied what happened to her, which is also in the comic books, that she was, yeah. But they do not show it or anything else. They just imply that this happened to her. We know this happened to her. They don't have to show you, Zack Snyder, what happened to her. We know that's where the impact comes. We know what happened to her. We know what's her motivation to actually to have the revenge after that, to learn how to fight and to go.
Okay,
after,
we are getting totally off
So
topic.
here you go.
But
Go.
yeah. Okay. Joey says if games affect someone to snap, they were broken to begin with and didn't get help in time. Exactly.
Yeah.
Minimal effort says I grew up during the Colombian high school shooting. Everyone blamed mainly.
Marilyn Manson.
Sorry, Marilyn Manson, the Matrix of video games. Sure. That's
Sure.
just playing that. Sure. Log Dragneo, hello to
Hey,
you.
hello.
Hello too. The thing is, abuse of children is already illegal, so they're targeting legal content, whether we personally enjoy the content. I mean, I don't even know which game they took down, but in any case, what is illegal is not on the platform unless they missed it. Okay.
Unless they missed it.
Yeah, continuing. Nobody has a human right to simulate an act. To simulate and enact fantasies of ape and extreme violence against women. Kathleen Rupert, the campaign's manager at Collectiveshout, explained in a recent email interview with me. Not being able to access ape games from popular gaming platforms is a minor inconvenience, not a violation of a person's right. Payment processors get to determine if they do not want to host illegal content, including ape, sexual violence, incest, child something abuse and exploitation, and something-ality. When is that in a game explicitly?
Which
what
game?
is that? It's
What
all of
game
those
is that
things.
really? What game is that indeed? I mean, I have never seen a game like that.
I mean, I will question anybody's mental state if they actually want to play something like that
Totally.
consciously,
Yeah, totally.
to desire to play that. But this is not what this is about, because they're telling us, they're gaslighting us basically to believe that there's illegal content that's allowed, but it's illegal. How is then allowed? Doesn't make any sense.
But it's okay for them to have the game in which you date everything.
Yeah, obviously, because
Okay.
it's inanimate objects that are all of a sudden now alive. So not inanimate objects. Yeah, this is tough article to read on a live stream. Lots of grape.
Great for it.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. Collectiveshout, a small group from Australia, created a stir within the PC gaming community when it targeted Steam, the biggest storefront and platform, with a campaign that resulted in payment processors such as Visa and MasterCard threatening to pull their service from the platform if Valve didn't remove games depicting sexual islands against women. Okay, but Visa and MasterCard should never
should never
have anything to do with our gaming or deciding what they should provide their services for in that manner. They should be far away from such decisions at all. They just are there to process our payments. That is so much is clear to us since, debit or credit cards were a thing. So what the heck? I mean, these people, I talked about before the woke mindset. I did a video about that. That's literally this state of mind where everybody is at fault, and the ones that are projecting this false narrative are basically with a victim mindset, and everything is bad. But then this is under false pretenses, because their real goal to behave this way is to control people at the end of the day, control whoever they can, in this case institutions, payment processors, whatever. So this is just so disgusting and evil. I can't even. So basically, one of the greatest evils is when you can convince someone that they're doing evil so they stop, but actually by doing so you're taking away their agency, free will, whatever, freedoms, and you just control them, which is basically a tyranny regime. To convince them of something that is not a problem,
Yeah.
you're creating a false problem. You're creating a false narrative. So this is so evil. I can't even begin to explain it. I mean, I can't explain it better than that.
And it comes from a country that some people claim it didn't exist.
Oh, that's a funny topic, but that's another
Yeah.
topic. So, Valve was forced to comply with the demands of the payment providers and change Steam's policy to reflect the new changes. But that's like literally changing the status quo. Like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You don't touch any of this. The response from the gaming community was nothing short of an uproar, with thousands raising concerns that the new precedent has been set, Valve having to bend the knee to payment providers and ban games that weren't previously against the platform's terms of service.
But again, which are those games?
Which are those?
Which?
Which are those?
Can
You
we
don't
get
know.
like a list or something like that?
Yeah, I'm gonna check the comments, guys. Just hold on. I wanna get through this article.
Hey, Oblivion is here.
Jesus Christ, it's
Hi,
so
Oblivion.
freaking fat. The article that
It's a
is.
fat article, yeah. Maybe we should read selectively.
Oblivion, Cecil as well. Okay,
Hey, it's you, yeah.
let me just check the comments because I'll miss a lot. Okay, thank you, Cecil, for saying, reminding the people to hit the button. Joey says, threatened to pull support from Steam, but supporting Roblox is fine. Didn't see collected Karens go at it either. Yeah, that's another thing, like the hypocrisy.
Actually,
There's
they didn't do
actual
anything to that.
issues.
Yeah,
Actual issues there, and they did nothing. They do absolutely nothing about that. Minimal Effort says, fun fact, here in the US, there are some credit card companies that won't let you purchase a Pew Pew, even though it's a legal right here to own one. Well, that is crazy. It's like they're making their own
That's
laws.
weird,
Like, who are they? Who do they think they are? Jesus Christ. Joy says, besides payment processors trying to control what games we can, control what games we can, what's next, what our services can we use. Coral? What the heck is that? Coral was to start eating more unhealthy stuff like Bill Gates sit crab black. What the heck is Bill Gates sit crab?
He's doing a synthetic food or something?
What?
Bill Gates? Really?
Is he nuts?
Well, I mean,
And yeah, hi Oblivion.
it wasn't he always nuts.
Yeah. You better be late tonight or I will think something is wrong. Can buy Clumsy Me and Coral steer us to buy whatever they want. Gotcha. Okay, continuing. Following this decision and the widespread reporting of its impact on the Steam platform, a harassment campaign has been launched towards Collectiveshout. Harassment campaign? Excuse me. Which the organization is now engaging with lawyers, the FBI, and even the UN in response to threats that include pornography, actual violence, and death threats. It is clear many of the men defending the ape games, which of course we know that they called Asavia a man and she is not, so now she's also trying to go after them with the authorities because they literally misgender her.
I mean, that's,
So I have no idea what can happen there, but that's a thing. So ape games perpetuate crimes of violence against women because they're doing it to us right now. Caitlin tells me. That is absolutely ridiculous.
Who is doing what?
Don't know
against them?
what.
I mean, what? Nobody's doing anything.
If she wants, she can go to the Middle East and see how that goes.
Yeah. I mean, the place where there are actual problems and nobody's doing
That damn thing.
anything about that. Yeah, with actual problems. And here is, oh no, it's a game, but really, no games do that. I mean,
Yeah, go be an activist in the Middle East, please.
Yeah.
Go there, protect women
they
there.
should
They
be there,
actually
protect
need a
women
lot
there.
of protection,
They
like
really need it there,
literally.
yeah.
They need end of sexism, end of women having no rights. end of all of that bullshit that is absolutely a crime against humanity. Just go and be an activist there. Let's see how that works, but just go, try.
Hey, your doggy.
Yeah. I would ask those who view the loss of their ape games as censorship to consider if they are as concerned with women's basic human rights and the glorification of male violence against women. There's no...
There is no... nowhere
Jesus Christ.
is happening that.
When you depict such a thing in a game like in GTA, I mean, most of the time it's optional. I mean, let's say that guy Trevor, if he slaps a woman, that doesn't mean that the game says, "Oh, it's great to slap women around." No, it depicts this absolute trash of a man, and it says,
absolutely.
"Look, this is a disgusting man." So you know that he is a disgusting guy. You know that what he's doing is wrong. You know that those are criminals that you're playing. Criminals. You are aware of that. You're just following their story and doing missions, but that doesn't mean that you are now all of a sudden okay with that in real life. It has nothing to do with that. I mean, these women are older women. They obviously are not gamers because they would absolutely know if they're objective. Then when you are a gamer, you experience a world, something that's not of your real world, and that's the point. It's escapism. You're supposed to go there, be entertained, develop some skills actually. While you're playing the game, you have to think, you have to do certain things. In some games you don't have to think that much, but in general, and GTA is just such an experience that you remember it for your whole life. It's like watching a 20-hour movie or something, but every part of it is interesting and you actually participate in this movie or story. So it's just an experience that movies cannot give us. It is very valuable. Gaming
that's actually interactive experience.
Yeah, a lot of intelligence and thinking, and so many people most of the times they just pour their hearts out if they want to tell a story, and sometimes that story is not pleasant, but that doesn't mean that it is glorifying if you show something bad. When we talk about Xena, for example, I mean, she was evil and then she became good, but you see how she goes through that, what evil she did, and how she goes through this transformation and becomes good. So it's not glorified that she was bad before she became good. It's quite the opposite. But you have to see the bad to appreciate the good.
Exactly.
You have to see the bad to appreciate the good.
You have to see the bad example.
How it is.
Like, for example, how also the Joker behaves with Harley Quinn.
Yeah.
You have to see what he's doing to understand how evil he is, and what sort of a person that is.
Yeah.
And nobody will like that. I mean, nobody will say, yeah, that's a great man right there.
Yeah. Keep suffering, Harley. It's great.
Harley, yes.
Nobody's
really
saying
great.
that.
Yeah, nobody's saying that.
Okay, continue. I mean, if we don't continue, we are not gonna reach even Mario. So
people says I thought Bulgaria loved the Middle East.
That's a joke, right?
Yeah, of course.
since we were enslaved by the Ottoman Empire for 500 years.
We love it very much.
Yeah. I mean, that's why we have a chip on our shoulder.
Yeah.
And we still do. And people should never forget what happened. Because such suffering and, basically the worst human atrocities committed in human history on the Bulgarian people. What they did to us is unspeakable. For 500 years again.
Where is our game about that?
Yeah, where is our game?
Where is it? Yeah.
I don't want that.
There is a game about those immigrants and stuff like that. Shouldn't we be? Oh, we want the representation. No.
We actually don't want that at all.
No. Really,
we don't want to.
No need. I don't
experience, live, see it.
I don't even want to watch the old Bulgarian movies that depict those stuff. And we do have those.
Oh yeah, those are unbearable.
Yes. Yeah.
Unbearable. Don't even tell these women about some of the tough fantasies that women have. Oh, you're right, actually. Yeah, many women want a lot of men at the same time. Okay, let's continue. While some gamers were upset that their games were now removed from the platform, many felt Valve's compliance with the situation highlighted an overreach by payment processors. Did I read that right?
Yeah.
Okay. Particularly the moral policing of art content under the threat of withdrawing payment processing support. Although some of the content is illegal in Australia, the campaign's effect has been global. In a nutshell, Visa, I don't know why I want to read this Visa.
Visor.
No,
Visor,
no
vi-
logic.
Get to the visor.
Visa
Mastercard
or
and visor.
MasterCard deem the adult games as an elevated risk to their brands through association, regardless of their legality. Hence, their decision to threaten Steam with the global removal of their services. Our work focuses on combating the sexual objectification and exploitation of women and girls, so we focus our energy there. Kathleen Rupert said when asked about the legality of the content it targets. We call out this
I'm sure she speaks
objectification.
exactly like that, but
Call out this objectification and abusive depictions of women and girls, even where they are not illegal. Legality is not the defining factor. It's about documented evidence of harm to women and girls. Where is the documented
Where-
evidence? Where is it? Where?
Did they play those games, or how did they understood that this happens in the games? Actually, how exactly?
Yes.
Really?
You know, this is the battery for
Yeah.
a mobile phone, but I'm sure for absolutely no reason or proof that this battery contains a hamster. I'm sure of it.
Exactly, yes.
No-
It's
no
actually
logic.
powered by little hamsters
Yes.
inside that are turning a wheel.
They're
and-
spinning
yeah,
around and around.
Yes.
Yeah, that is exactly how logical what they're saying is. Yeah. We object to content that harms and status of women and girls, that objectifies and dehumanizes them, regardless of legal or illegal status. In some cases, of course, the content we object to is illegal, as was the case here. I spoke with Kathleen Rupert, the campaign manager of Collectiveshout, and one of the organization's members who pushed the campaign into the view of Visa and MasterCard, which resulted in Steam's policy being changed to account for the guidelines being enforced by payment providers, and ultimately the removal of thousands of adult games from Steam. Here is the full transcript of our interview, which was conducted via email.
Oh boy. Oh boy. That
So
was a
official.
passionate journalist there.
It's so official.
Yeah.
Collectiveshout full interview. Okay, we're not gonna read
Yeah,
the
we
full
think, yeah.
interview. It's nonsense. It's
As
bullcrap.
Thibault says, humor is illegal in Australia, so apparently those women
God damn.
have no sense of humor.
God damn it.
Hey, wasn't that a comedian? What was his name?
Yeah.
The YouTuber, wasn't he from Australia?
Yeah, he's from Australia.
Okay.
The guy with the beard.
The guy with the beard, yes.
I forgot. Okay, I can say a few words, then we can move on
Yeah,
to
yeah.
Mario. To save time. Mario Kart. Here it is. Yeah, so guys,
Is Mario Kart,
Collectiveshout.
Kart removed? Isn't it because, I mean, you can win against the princess and that's objectifying and putting women down? Because if you play with a man and you can win, then the princess doesn't win.
Yeah.
Is that it? Is that what they're thinking? I really...
No.
In what game happens this? I mean, Jesus Christ, I have
I
never
forgot.
played the game. Yeah.
I forgot. I wanted to say, guys, that if I'm depicted in the game, I better look sexy. Because if
Better-
I don't look sexy and they
better,
just
yeah.
cover me from head to toe, like what the heck is the point? So I want to look good. I mean, that's what I mean. I don't mean I want to look naked.
Something happens with the camera. Okay.
I want
you
to.
moved. No, it's okay, but it was blurry.
Okay. It looks, folks. I want to look good, you know, to have some great costumes and armor and like weapons and show my muscles and yeah, beat someone.
Well, maybe the game that Collectiveshout will make is going to be called Battle Nun.
Ah,
And then everyone's going to be dressed like as a nun, and you know,
okay, let's
they'll
check.
fight and something.
Let's
like
check the chat before we continue. So let's say where were we? Where were we? Okay, I thought, And attacking Steam anyway, wasn't there an even bigger hidden platform for adult questionable games? Funny how they don't go after that. Yeah, you're right, actually. There are platforms
Yeah.
that actually host such games. I don't even know which, but yeah. But they just use collective crap as a shield anyway. Point is to bring Steam down since all the others are jealous. EA, MC, Epic, and whatever else that tries to compete with crappier platforms. Yeah. Cesure says White Trevor's the bad
Bad
guy
guy
in
in
GTA thought he was the hero. Yeah, probably you didn't. Joey says, Mech, point of perspective. One creature's good is another creature's evil. Not always, Joey. Sometimes it's objective. It depends on the situation, but sometimes it's objective. Don't even tell these women about some of the top fantasies. Yeah, I read that. Humor is illegal in Australia. Yeah. Joey says also, why is it always why violence against women? Is it fine to do all the kinds of unspeakable things to men then? Yeah, of course you're right, because we are doing all kinds of unspeakable things to men
Yeah,
in
yeah.
games. And
Just ask Johnny Depp.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mario Kart 8 better than Mario Kart World.
I mean,
Facebook.
that's what my son also says.
Yeah.
Right.
What standard game logic we used to have without mods on female characters, the less it covers, more dodgy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're always the villain in someone's story, Dennis. Well, yes, but that is
He's the
out
villain.
of context.
Yeah, he's the villain.
That's out of context because in these women's eyes, everybody else are the villain,
Yeah.
and we know objectively that they are the villain. So there's objective truth, you can measure what is good and what is not. You can see by the events of the world what is good and what is not. Eventually, something is proven to be good and something is proven to be evil. So we know there's objective evil and objective good.
As people said, the best villain is the one who thinks that what he's doing is right because it's for the good of the world.
Yeah, that's the scariest
So here
thing
we go.
ever.
So here we go, yes.
Yeah, so this is a saying that basically counts for people that have very weak mindsets and are very emotionally mature. If they see you as a villain when you're not, then the problem is within them, it's not with you.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly.
continue to Mario Kart. So Mario Kart 8 outselling Mario Kart World as Nintendo's price hike spark backlash. So of course this is from that park place.
So this is the normal Mario Kart 8, not the Voxor. It's all the same. Okay.
Okay, Nintendo has a strange problem on its hands in 2025. The hottest new Mario Kart game isn't the one it's just launched on its brand new console. Instead, it's a re-release that first showed up over a decade ago. Yes, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's outselling Mario Kart World on the Switch 2. The headline alone should have Nintendo worried. The company just rolled out its most powerful console yet, with Mario Kart World bundled as a premier title, but players appear to be clinging to the older installment.
I'm
The
sorry.
reason? Price nostalgia and timing all play a role. Well, my phone
I'm
is
sorry.
probably more powerful than that
I'm
console.
sorry that their most powerful console. I mean, isn't your coffee machine more powerful
Yes,
than
it
that,
is.
actually?
Yes, my
So,
coffee
yeah,
machine is a lot
I
better.
mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, I played Mario Kart 8 Deluxe on emulator. It's such a good game. And I'm not surprised that this is happening because really it seems kind of better than Mario Kart World, especially from what my son is telling me because he's watching the stuff about that one. And but first of all, they give you this ginormous price for the game for no reason whatsoever. Whereas actually on the
It's not even a physical.
I mean it's not even physical.
Yeah.
You don't have any other characters that are outside of Mario actually, which in the works I think you have some characters that are still Nintendo owned, but they're not just from the world of Mario, which makes it more interesting. Now the guys at Nintendo said that to the question why don't you have different characters now in Mario Kart World, and they said because then it would become like Smash Brothers. What is the problem with that? You just have it, but with cars. People like that. You know, for example, I saw the new Sonic game Cross Worlds. It's not just guys from Sonic, because really, guys, if it's just guys from Sonic universe, you're just going to play with him, Tails, Knuckles, Shadow, and probably Dr. Robotnik. And you just forget all about all the others like SPU, Jet, and whatever these guys' names are. I even don't know them. And, Chicken. I think there is a chicken.
Right. Okay.
But you also have guys now. There was an event about the guy from Persona, and there will be another Sega-owned characters there, and that makes it more interesting. Actually, they give you more. I think Sonic Crossworld is going to be $70 or something like that, but they give you more. Actually, you have more characters. It looks way more interesting, and way more beautiful. By the way, if that's what their most powerful console can do. And meanwhile, on PC, Xbox, PS5, and also on the Switch too, by the way, you get Sonic Crossworlds. I'm not surprised, but anyway, Mario 8 Deluxe is way better again because it gives you more. And really, for less of a price of that nostalgic thing, which it is a good game, yeah, old, but I think people buy it not just because it's old, but because it's a good game and it's actually the better experience. And you can actually buy 2 games for the $80 on that. And people always grab the chance wherever Nintendo actually have some brains and decide, let's re-release some of the old games because we didn't preserve them.
Yeah.
For some inexplicable reason when people actually want to play them, and then they wonder, why do people download emulators? Where should I find a freaking game, Nintendo? Where should I find that? Anyway,
The emulator.
in the if I can. So, really, games like that, if it's going to be $80, I really want this game to give me a lot. So, not just characters from that. I mean, put all sorts of your Nintendo characters. I would like to play with a small cart with the Samus Aran, for example. That would be nice, not just Mario and the other guys. All other Nintendo things. Put I can't remember who else from Nintendo. Captain Falcon from forget the name of the game, but he was in 8.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
So, Cecil says Mario Kart 8 was not popular when it first released on the Wii U until it got ported over to Switch and then it became a success. Get Mario Kart World sometime, I think it will get good.
Could be.
Honestly, Oblivion says Sonic All-Stars games were better racing games than Mario Kart at the time.
I also think that too, yeah.
And the new Sonic game, by the way, looks fun.
Yeah.
The demo. You can play the demo. Okay.
Until today.
Oh.
It's closed after that.
Okay. Old Racer New Victory. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe continues to top sales charts despite being a repackaged Wii U game that hit the Switch in 2017. The Switch 2's big launch title Mario Kart World has crossed more than 5.6 million copies sold so far, bolstered by bundled systems. But on its own, the game isn't outpacing the predecessor, which is remarkable considering World is supposed to be Nintendo's bold leap forward in the franchise. Gamers are essentially saying if you want to charge $80 for a new entry, they'd rather pay less for a proven classic that still runs beautifully. It doesn't help that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe comes loaded with years of DLC, polished gameplay, and a reputation as one of Nintendo's most beloved racers.
Yeah.
The price hike controversy. Adding fuel to the fire is Nintendo's unexpected decisions this summer to raise prices on older Switch hardware and accessories. That's right, at the exact moment a new console is hitting shelves, the last-gen systems actually went up in price.
That's great.
The standard Switch jumped from $299.99 to $339.99. The OLED model leaped from $349.99 to $399.99. The light model rose from what?
Blah.
Blah. The light model rose from $199.99 to $229.99.
They have a light model. I mean, it's already
Joy-Cons and other accessories saw smaller but noticeable increases. This is an orthodox move. Typically, when a new console generation launches, the older machines become more affordable as companies clear out stock. Nintendo instead flipped the industry script, raising prices and daring consumers to accept it. Switch 2 still strong out of the gate. Despite the controversy, the Switch 2 is off to a record-breaking start, launched on June 5, 2025, at $449.99. The console sold 3.5 million units in its first 4 days. By the end of June, that number had climbed to 5.8 million, and July pushed totals over 6 million. By those metrics, the Switch 2 is Nintendo's fastest selling console ever. And while Mario Kart World is the system-based best-selling game, the optics of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe still outselling it are hard to ignore. Now, nostalgia versus inflation. The bigger story here is what it says about consumer behavior. Video game fans are increasingly resistant to climbing prices. An $8 base game is a tough sell when inflation has already hit households' budgets. When paired with Nintendo's unusual decision to raise prices on old consoles, it makes sense that players might lean into a cheaper, more familiar alternative. In some ways, this mirrors what's happening across entertainment. People are turning to older, proven titles instead of spending more on untested ones. Just as streaming audiences are rewatching comfort shows rather than new prestige dramas, gamers are racing back to a tried and true Mario Kart. Is Nintendo's goodwill running out? Goodwill, yeah, sure.
Since when did they have goodwill? I mean,
yeah, they don't. Nintendo has earned goodwill with fans through decades of trusted franchises, but it risks squandering some of that trust. The Switch 2 is a hit, but Mario Kart World's relatively softer sales suggest that pushing prices too high can backfire. Raising prices on outdated hardware while charging more than even 4 new games creates the new appearance of squeezing consumers. Nostalgia only strengthens that sting. When people realize they can get more fun for less money from a game that's already 10 years old, that comparison becomes impossible to ignore. Nintendo might be in the lead with the new console, but in the race for goodwill, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe just left Mario Kart World eating dust. Would you rather play Mario Kart 8 Deluxe or Mario Kart World? Sound off in the comments and let us know. Okay,
well,
that was
to
the
me, yes, because
article.
it has actually, as I said, the better characters and the better tracks. Yeah. Also, I mean, if my son who played extensively Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and then watched absolutely everything that is there to know and see about Mario Kart World can actually, he's 12. So if a 12-year-old can actually say, I think Mario Kart 8 is actually a way better game from what I see, I'm not surprised that people are getting to that game, because really it's a proven classic. And people will want to know, okay, so I have never played that Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, for example, and you're wondering, should I buy it or should I buy the new one? And you're going to start researching and seeing what people say, and most of the opinions are actually that the best one out of the series is 8 Deluxe, especially.
Should I stay or should I
Should I
go?
stay or should I go? And you just buy that because you want the proven thing. I mean, if, for example, people are wondering, oh, I never watched the Superman movie. Should I buy now or on digital that new Superman movie from 2025 or the Christopher Reeve one from 1978?
Okay, we're not gonna start talking
that
about
would be
superhero
interesting. Yes.
George. Okay, let's read the comments. Honestly, Sonic All-Stars games were better racing games. Yeah, I read that. About the MK8, I agree with you. When it comes to MKW, it might be true, but it doesn't justify that horrifying price.
Yeah, absolutely. It
Yeah.
gives you nothing more than 8 Deluxe actually didn't give
It's
you.
for absolutely no reason than their own greed.
No reason.
That's
No
it.
reason.
And hey, Frost Knight, that's you.
Hey, Frost Knight.
That's because the Wii U was a colossal failure of a console.
As a console, yeah.
And it's so sad that the console is so weak. I mean, all the consoles are so freaking weak. All the Nintendo consoles.
Yeah,
are
they
weak.
just rely on their gimmicks and stuff like that.
Yeah,
which-
exactly.
Yeah.
And now they want Elden Ring to run there. Yeah.
How exactly is
gonna
it
be
going to
very,
happen?
very
And
funny.
already
Yes.
developers are complaining that it cannot. How is this game going to look there? And it's a game that is how many years now? 3, 4,
Yeah,
4 years old, and just now, people who actually have Switch, will get to play it. I
Yeah.
also remember what happened with Mortal Kombat 1 on the Switch. Horrible,
Yeah.
horrible.
And Mr. YouTube says, and what makes it hilarious about these price hikes is that they blame Donald Trump's tariffs.
Yeah.
It's just corporate greed, nothing more. Also, I
Yeah.
hope Nintendo lose the Power lawsuit. Indeed, man of culture. Man of
Indeed.
sorry,
Mr. YouTube.
Mr. YouTube.
Yeah.
Indeed,
Man of culture is a Nintendo.
man of culture. We have birthday in a few hours.
Oh yeah,
Frost Knight says, have you heard that Nintendo is not giving devs enough dev kits and telling them to make the game for the Switch?
yeah.
No,
What?
but
Jesus
that
Christ.
what is that hubris? Like they need the stupid consoles, the kids to do the freaking game. Jesus Christ, I can't. Not enough devs kits for the Switch too. I mean, yeah, I get you. Nintendos are such tyrants. Yes, Joy. Trying to patent the way Pokemons appear was as stupid as Bethesda trying to copyright the world's scrolls. Yeah, you can say that.
I mean, they even didn't own the anime and the manga and stuff like that.
Yeah, like Warhammer 40k is trying
Jesus Christ,
to copyright Warhammer.
Why are you using words like adamantium and stuff like that
Yeah, and the same time. So the hubris.
at the same time? But by the way, this year Mario turns 40 years old, and Nintendo, where is the good exclusive game about that?
Yeah,
why not
where?
anything about that? They say that actually that there won't be a game. Why not making a great 3D game, like an adventure game with him, like it was Mario Odyssey or even Mario 64? At least a remake or some sorts of that. 40
Indeed,
years of
indeed.
the character that gives you money? No? Okay.
No. Frost Knight said that's what happens when you dominate the market and have zero competition, like Astrobot.
Ah, yeah.
I love Astrobot.
Astrobot.
It's
Hey, Mega
great.
Man was kind of his competition at one point, but no, not exactly.
Yeah, but I really
Astrobot is
like
great.
Astrobot.
Yeah, I really like
Yeah,
it.
but yeah, you're right because Nintendo, like I said before, they're in their own niche, and the other consoles have totally different types of games, for the most part. So yeah, they are absolutely on their own. What they make is what they make, and only they
Yeah.
make it.
They have no competition yet. As I said, even Sega is doing games for their consoles now, which
Yeah,
is kind of sad as
absolutely.
before. But yeah.
Okay, guys, and now it's time to actually rate someone. We're going to rate Disgusting. He has a new show, so it's gonna be great if I can send you guys over there. So yeah, that's gonna be great, guys, because we have to finish the stream. It's 1 hour of news, first episode of this show. We'll see how it goes. Thank you for being here. The morning stream is going to be in about 10 hours from now, so if you want to watch that, you can. It's the Elden Ring stream. It's gonna be very fun. So now go to Discuss and let him know that you are the rate of the Empress. With that being said, guys, love ya. Thank you. With me, the 40k Empress, and Logan. Bye bye and have a great night. Bye, guys.
The 40k Empress leads the way as warriors of the imperium sway into realms where dangers play, where hidden minds hold sway. Through stars and storms we rise, under her watchful eyes, with faith and fire will prevail, for the imperium must not fail. For the imperium we prevail. Beneath the grand cathedral spires, Plots twist like smoldering fires.